What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is your review for the Trey Howard Show, Season 1, Episode 1, down to the Chasing Reality YouTube page. Y'all go check it out. Now, we all know Trey Howard. We were introduced to him on Chasing Dallas. He was on the last 2 seasons of Chasing Dallas, and I believe well, I don't know if he's on this next season or not, child. Y'all just going to wait and find out. But we know Trey Howard. Trey Howard is young, but Trey Howard is driven. We saw him do a lot of great things on Chasing Dallas, put on a lot of great productions and things of that nature. And we've seen him doing some things as far as the styling is concerned. And if you follow him on social media like I do, then you know that he's been in LA working. He's went to New York Fashion Week working. And he is really up and coming, right? So they decided to give him his own show where we get a chance to kind of get to know him outside of the chasing, realm. We are going to get more time and with him and his relationship with his boyfriend James. We are meeting his team, Haley and his cousin, because I don't want to mess that lady name up, but his cousin. And we're going to see him with his family and open up to us about his family. We learned a lot in this episode. So in the first scene we open up, we see Haley and his cousin waiting for him to show up, for them to have a meeting, a production meeting. Trey said that, he had a team, but things didn't work out. He sort of had to, regroup, reevaluate, move some people around, move out the bad, bring in the good. And he's hoping that this is the team that's going to work and that's going to get these things done. So we see him meeting with his team, and he's talking about some things he has going on now. We know that he has a partnership with a shoe company that he's got going on. He also wants to do a photo shoot with an up and coming model, and do some very Trey Howard avant-garde type stuff. And so we see him, give them the marching orders. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. It looks like he runs a very efficient ship. They knew what they were able to answer the questions that he was asking, and it seemed very efficient. It looked real cute. Real cute. He was complaining about the fact that they had them styrofoam cups, honey. He was like, she said, well, I did the best I could in the budget you gave me. He was like, we can we could do a better budget than this. He said, no, we can afford real cups, honey. We don't need styrofoam, okay? I said, I know that's right, Trey. You better tell her you got it in a budget. But anyway, so next we see him. I believe we saw him with his boyfriend, child. They was having a little date night. Okay, they went out. They went horseback riding, which is always an interesting date. But on the way back from horseback riding, Trey said, listen, I need you to do better. Okay? He said, I don't always want to be the one to plan things. I don't always want to be the one to, I want to be wine and dine. I want you to treat me, surprise me sometime. Come up with some great ideas. And the boyfriend was like, listen, when you tell me, I do it. He said, I shouldn't always have to tell you. Why do I have to tell you what I want you to do? Like, sometimes just show up. Sometimes say, listen, babe, we going out tonight and I'm taking you. Don't worry about where we're going. I got it covered. And I can understand the frustration. They've been together for a while, so things start getting a little stagnant. And, I feel like this isn't the first time they've had that conversation. So I feel like Trey is starting to get a little frustrated of having to repeat himself. I feel like James is listening, but I don't know if James is I feel like James is hearing, but I don't know if James is listening. You feel what I'm saying? He's hearing them, and he's not getting upset or emotional, but I don't know if he's going to do anything about it. Only time will tell, but Trey was getting very emotional. Now, we know that Trey tends to get like that. Trey can get real upset and let his emotions get away from him a little bit. So we know that can actually happen. But I can also appreciate the fact that he can articulate his needs, because it gets real easy for us to get caught up in keeping things to ourselves and not articulating, and then it builds and builds and builds, and then we blow up, and then our partner's like, why you so mad? Like, what happened? And now you got 6 months of stuff you was mad about. So anyway, so then we see Trey talking to another friend of his, and they basically just talking about how far they've come in their own brands and what kind of things they got going on, and and where they trying to go. So we see that he's constantly thinking about that next move, that next step, where he's gonna go next, and what that's gonna look like for him. Then we see him meeting up with his sister. Now, in this conversation, we learn a lot of things. So let me just go down the list. First of all, we find out that his mom spent a large part of their childhood in jail. And now that she's out, she had substance abuse problems and things like that. And now that she's out, they're trying to figure out how to reconnect. It's hard when you leave your kids and they're kids, you come back and they're adults or they're young adults, and you want to be mama, and they looking at you like, girl, you just the lady behind the plexiglass. Like, you're not mama. We got to build back up to mama. Like, I love you and I don't want to disrespect you, but we got to build back up to you being mama, right? We found out that the mama and the sister, they don't have the best relationship. But again, because you got to build back up to that. Like, you can't just wake up one day and be like, I'm mama, I'm here. Because then people going to give you the side eye like, I don't know you though. But I don't know you though. So then we found out that the sister feels some kind of way, because the sister feels like if Trey was looking for people to work for him, why he didn't ask her. She was like, you asked the cousin, but you didn't ask me. And then come to find out the cousin done did some old shiesty stuff. And Trey is like, she did do some dirty stuff to us, but I'm trying to be the bigger person. She is still family, and I'm just really giving her a second chance. But the sister don't seem like she all that excited about no second chances. The sister looking to me like she's side-eyeing the whole situation, and she like, I don't understand why you didn't come to me, because I got your back, and I'm your sister, and whatever you got going on, I should have been the first person for you to say no. So then Trey talks to the sister about the fact that he wants to move to LA, him and James, and he was like, but I'm a little worried about if I move to LA, are y'all gonna be able to function without me? Because right now you and mama get into a fight, and you can call me and I can come running and I'm 20 minutes away, but if I'm in LA, I can't do that. And I need to feel like y'all can handle things without me running interference. But right now I'm not securing that. But the flip side is, I'm ready to do something different. I'm ready to, I feel like I'm sort of outgrowing this space and I need to expand. And that means me moving to LA. And so I need to make sure y'all are okay before I do that. And the sister was like, we good, we good, we good. And so, he said, okay, well, I'm going to have to talk to mama. We're going to have to just continue this conversation. So then we see Trey do a photo shoot with the model, and it looks like everything went well. Haley was lusting after the model to the point where Trey was like, child, I might mess around and get a damn sexual harassment charge if she paying any harder for this boy. But it was cool. We got a chance to see Trey in his element, styling, knowing what he wants, knowing what that's going to look like. You saw the model trust Trey and trust his vision, which is the ultimate level of respect for a stylist, that a person is like, you know what, this might look a little crazy, but I'm here for it. I'm feeling it, and I'm ready to step into your vision. And it looked like everything went well. So that was pretty much the first episode. It is cute. I'm looking forward to just getting to know Trey a little bit more and seeing what else he got going on as the season progresses. Y'all let me know what y'all think though. Talk to y'all later. Peace.